Happy Wednesday and welcome to another amazing episode of Musicians Hangout with your host, Crush Fist by the Booty Pop Moomsy and Maxine Maxwell of the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It is awesome to be back. Oh my goodness. Can you feel how awesome it's going to be tonight? I can. Oh my gosh.
Oh man,
I am
yeah.
waiting for this. I have been so excited to have
Yes, me
on.
too.
We're going to introduce them in just a minute. I'll go over our mission statement and get to our interview tonight. All right. Our mission statement here on Musicians Hangout is to create a revolution, to build friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. Welcome to our show, Dylan.
Wait, no, hold on. Okay, sorry. Stupid computer started doing some weird stuff.
Hey,
I was hanging out in the green room. Yeah, thank you. I like the free bottled water back there, so I was just kind of hanging out.
The couch is.
There should be some snacks somewhere back there, maybe.
Right. I'm also just realizing I should have put my full name, but I'm like Madonna, just a little less.
Just Dylan.
Less costume changes. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, I can only imagine her costume doing.
So welcome. Thanks for representing Fake Hands tonight.
Hell yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. We can't wait to hear all about your band. We might have some other bandmates joining us throughout the evening. So anybody that's in the comments, let us know if you have any questions for our guests tonight, and let's give them a warm welcome. Yeah. All right. So Dylan.
Yes.
How did you start out your journey as a musician yourself?
Oh, wow. I come from a very musical family. My dad was always trying to teach me guitar, even though like I didn't really have any kind of vision to be a musician at that point. It was just kind of like hanging out with my dad, and he'd treat me like, teach me the Beatles on guitar, stuff like that, or like some U2, some like Rolling Stones. So it's kind of more like a sitting around the campfire type of thing. And then my mom was a singer as well. My grandfather was a jazz pianist in a jazz trio. So I was kind of raised around music, but I wouldn't say that I got fully interested until I heard Nirvana for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And I was just kind of enamored by Kurt Cobain. Not a lot of people, like I was like in elementary school and I had my Discman, remember those? And I'd just keep playing the Muddy Banks of the Wishka, the live album, like over and over and over again. And I remember one of my friends asked like, well, who's your favorite band? And I said, oh, it's Nirvana. And they're like, you mean those guys just scream all the time? So most of the time, all the kids in my school were like listening to like Eiffel 65 and Aqua and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know. I was just raised by my parents on, I guess, what I would consider good music. Long rides up island with my aunt, listening to Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots, the Beatles and stuff like that. Yeah, I think my family had pretty good taste.
Yeah, I would agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
But I remember the first time I played live it's so nerve-wracking when you have all these pedals and you're trying to hook everything together and then suddenly like it's not working for some reason and you have all this anxiety and everyone's kind of ways like you're supposed to go on, and then it turns out it's just something stupid where like something's like reversed. It's like, oh, you got the input in, but come a long way since then. I cross my I's and dot my T's, as they say.
It's one thing about being a drummer, we have less electronics to really have to deal with.
We do, thankfully.
Right.
That's nice.
All we have to worry about.
I do miss
that. We got to worry about our microphones because we're wireless. Wireless being that we have on us still. So sometimes when I roll, I'll catch the wire if I didn't put it on properly. The only electronics I really have to deal with.
Yeah, like I've never got used to that because the wire down the shirt's always like bothered me.
Oh
And I
yeah,
know
I
we
know.
just played a we played a show with how do you, I always pronounce her name wrong, like Aisha. She does wireless, and she had to like change out her battery like 3 times.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it's always
Oh,
it's there's always pros and cons to everything.
Like, how long was her
yeah.
set for
Very.
crying out loud?
Uh, only like half an hour, but it just I guess like the battery just was not working.
Wow.
Uh,
Sometimes when devices are getting
But
older, they eat up batteries. Mine's starting to really eat batteries. I have to replace it every couple practices, but not thankfully during a show yet. Cross my
right,
fingers. Yeah.
I always have tons of
yeah,
rechargeables with me at all times.
Yep. Yeah.
mhm, yeah. But
So how did?
other than that, now that oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, no. I cut you off. Sorry.
You
Go
go.
ahead. Finish your thought first.
Well, okay, I was just saying. Well, I know it's like we get to the whole fake hands thing. It's the
Yes.
first
Yeah.
time I've been in a band
My
where
question, I was like, so tell us about fake hands.
Yeah, that was our next question, anyways.
Yeah.
so it's a pretty wild story about how I got involved with fake hands. I basically quit music and I was going to go to comedy for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
You wouldn't be the first
so
musician.
I was on my way back from Tacoma. I was visiting my daughter out there, and my roommate was heading out to our one of our favorite places, Daryl's Tavern in Shoreline, to do the open mic. And he asked me to drum for him, and I'm like, okay, sure, why not? And then I ran into my old bandmate from Beast Folk, which remember I think we played
oh
together at
yeah.
Daryl's Tavern as well at a different
Yeah.
band. He's like, hey, I'm in this band right now. We need a vocalist. And I told him that you used to jump in the trash can at the Central Saloon. And they said that sounds like our guy. So I auditioned. It's just such a wild like twist of fate to go down here and then find an old bass player, an old bass mate, and just have like, hey, do you want to audition for this band? It just kind of seemed like fate or something, it's just something out of a movie. And he showed me some tracks, and they're like, you want kind of like more yelly or screamy, not like well, singing, but like not like pop music, more like punk music. And I was like, okay,
Oh
sure,
yeah.
Not singy songy.
no, and there's
Screamy
it's like,
songy.
oh, I get it, yeah, like
Yeah.
Idols, Refuse, and stuff like that, Mets.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I know those bands, so I
Cool.
headed to the audition, and I just kind of like I didn't really have any. I wrote down some things. They sent some like loose stuff that they've been working on, but most of it was just impromptu improvisation of just going for it, and it just seemed to really mesh right off the bat.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I love how you said
And
that
I
felt
think
like
it's like I think it's finally been maybe a year now we've all been together.
Nice.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
the
the band
EP we recorded.
was the scene. Like you guys have been pumping up a lot of shows and
Yeah.
getting out there a lot.
We're getting we're experiencing a heavy amount of demand right now.
Yeah.
Ever since our first show, somebody came up to us, a friend, and said, "You guys have no business sounding that good on your first show." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
That's awesome.
And I'm like, "It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm still trying to remember the lyrics, and I still am actually." But then we went
Awesome.
basically just recorded the EP at Peel Studios with Michael Springer.
Yeah.
Within like 3 months of being in a band, it was still like we were still trying to figure out the songs, but it was at a point where we felt like we could pull it off. And then we kind of just sat on it for a while, and that finally came out in late January. But we're
I've
liking
been
the
killing it
reception.
ever since.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. You've been on a lot of other shows too, so we feel very fortunate that you're joining us. Thanks for making.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys have a show
it's
coming
a
up, right? You said that you had a show
yeah,
coming up.
yeah. The next one's at Daryl's Tavern. Mentioning Daryl's with Exploded Drawing. We have Communal 40, and then we have Milk Crate,
Yeah,
and that'll
Milk
be at
Crate.
8 p.m. doors. Yeah, only $10. What a steal! So
Ooh,
shake off those hangovers from St. Patty's Day.
Right?
heck yeah. Or
Hmm.
party for St. Patty's. Not everybody goes out that day. They can't. They work, so they get to celebrate
Right.
a day there. Yeah.
Well, feel
Some of
free
them
to
are
bring some corned
full
beef if you like.
weekends, for St. Patty's. So
Hmm.
get your pub crawl on, everybody.
Right?
Exactly.
Well, and we're at Daryl's
Hmm.
Tavern the following weekend. So Moopsie, the
Yep.
Maxwells, Junk, and Brother Rat are all playing a female drummer showcase.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yes.
On the
Pretty simple.
25th at Daryl's. So it'll be my first time at Daryl's. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's
You're
yeah,
gonna
it's been around for a while.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has.
So.
There's a lot of history there. And I hear that a lot of bands are happy to play there. Lots of great people show up, and yeah, I'm looking forward to
And
that.
the owner is just fantastic, Dan Dykeman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, Dan's really cool.
He's
looking forward.
amazing.
It's just
Absolutely love
it's
that.
nice to it's nice to still have like venues where people just go, no
Mhm.
matter like what's going on or like hey,
Yeah.
who's playing tonight, just check it out. Like there's
It's like,
always the regulars there,
yeah,
and everyone wants to have a good time, listen to some music.
yep. They don't even care what it is.
Hell yeah. I dig
Yeah,
that.
uh, Daryl's is actually where I got kind of my start getting into the music scene in Seattle as well.
Oh wow.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
through their open mic, which is also fun. Recommended.
Oh man, gotta love a good
Mhm.
open mic. It helps with some of the nerves too. Like when you're first starting out in the scene, yeah, open mic can definitely
Yeah,
help
and plus
ease
you want to
that.
see how you sound to like
Yeah,
the audience before you really showcase it.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, like I found that an open mic is a better way to meet musicians or people in the scene, even
good.
better than like Craigslist or like just asking for a bass player. You could go there and jam with people. Like, hey, do you need a drummer? Do you need this? Or just say, hey, I really like the sound of your voice. You want to like get together and play sometime, or maybe even just jam on stage. Who knows?
That's
It's
what, yeah,
open.
we used to do that back at Flights back in the day where it was open mic, but it was jam night. And you just come, you'd
Right,
bring your
right.
sticks and, your guitars and stuff. And, they have a house kit there that was actually really good. It was Polecat Kelly's. And it was just such a great time. All sorts of musicians didn't know each other, would just go up and play with each other. It was awesome. I miss those days.
Yeah, the spontaneity is, you can't get bored of it. That's for sure. It's living in the
Definitely.
moment.
Yeah.
And more on Daryl's. This whole
Yeah.
podcast be about Daryl's.
That's
Oh,
okay.
So the sound guy there, his name is Michael Springer. I'm going to give out a shout out to Michael Springer. He
Yeah,
runs
Michael
Peel
Springer.
Studios.
Yep.
Peel Studios in Ballard. If you're a musician out there in the Seattle area, it's like $35 an hour. You can't really beat the price.
No, he's
Really
amazing
cool,
and
dude.
fast too.
Very
Mhm.
good to know. Sweet.
I've recorded with him before too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
meeting him as well.
Yeah. He's
Crashing
awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Been around for a long time in the music scene. Definitely.
Long time. Too damn long.
I don't know if there's ever too long, is there?
I was just thinking that. I was like, what is too long though? I mean, really?
Mhm.
Yeah. And I feel fortunate
Right.
to have been invited into the scene. I'm not from Washington State. So, and I don't even live in Seattle. So to be able to play in the Seattle area, I feel very fortunate to be able to do that and mingle with
Mm.
the community there, because I just absolutely love playing with other musicians and meeting other new musicians in our scene, because they're so supportive and nice.
Yeah. You have a shout out. Hi from Adam and Masako.
Hi,
My
Adam.
Hey,
other
Adam
moopsies.
Moscow.
Those are my
I
moopsies.
see ya.
Dirty and or not dirty. Spooky and boogie.
Spooky and
I
boogie
And
moopsie. Wow, I can't say that very.
remember the cat ears.
Yes, we all wear
Yes.
cat ears.
Well, on your point about not being from Washington State, neither are any of us as well.
Really?
Seattle's mostly transplants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm from Victoria, BC, Canada myself.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Then
Okay.
our guitarist Chris is from originally from South Carolina. Our other guitarist, mainly the architect of the band that we're all here to begin with, is the reason. Aaron is from Ohio, I think. He went to Ohio State.
Oh my God!
Judging
Please
from
tell
the
me that he's
tattoos,
from
probably from Ohio.
Zanesville. Is he from Zanesville?
I mean, it'd be nice if they were on the podcast to explain their
Yeah.
stories,
Yeah.
their origin stories. So it's all
We'll have
kind
to
of
ask
Right.
him
But
when we
I
hang out.
right, and then but Levi, our bass player, is from Virginia, and then our drummer, where is he from? Nick, where are you from? Should be on this call.
Ooh, hey,
Yeah,
ooh.
so. 'Cause I don't want to screw anyone's story up. I mean, I know where I'm from, hopefully, but I don't know where I'm
Well,
going.
I'm originally from Colorado.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so I'm not from
nice.
I'm from North Dakota.
We're all
but
here
I'm
now.
in Swim.
Right? That's
so
all that matters.
I'm close to where the ferry
Mhm.
is to get to Victoria.
Oh, the Clipper, yes, right.
Mhm.
Or there's another one, right? Or at Port Angeles.
Yep. So
Yep.
I'm like, what, 7 miles from there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
very
it's
close.
fun.
It is. It's so
We have had some invitations to play up there, but we all got to get our passports going.
Yeah. Well, and have advanced licenses too. So if you don't have your passport, you do have to have the advanced license to be able to take the ferry over.
Right, right. That's the thing. We're getting a lot of demand to like, hey, do you want to come down to California? You want to play a show in New York? You want to play a show in like Idaho? All these places, and it's like, well, the thing about that is it costs money, and we're still we're not. Yeah, if we had like people backing us like
Day
$1,000,
jobs that
Yep.
Right,
We all have
yeah.
our day jobs.
rely on us to come and do stuff every day.
just tell your landlord the rent's going to be a month late. It's like no tour.
I'm gonna go tour. No worries. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Mhm.
I'll have the rent money with me.
Pat, see ya. So we got excited about someone being in Ohio because our biggest fan base is in Ohio. They love us. They freaking love us.
All
man.
right.
And we love them.
We do. Yeah. We're trying to go see them this summer. We got to do some fundraising. So that being said, Ohio fans, we're going to be posting about that because we need a little bit of help getting to
Yeah, we
Ohio,
need some help.
but we want to be there.
But
So
we're coming. Just
more to come. Well, shout out to everybody in the comments tonight. If you have any questions for our guests, let us know. So, Dylan, what other venues have you played in the area?
besides Daryl's.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Well, yes. Let's move on. So yeah,
Right.
we played the Plaid Pig in Tacoma with Moopsie. We've also we just played a show at the substation. That was fun. That was EP release for Rain Light Fade. Shout out to them. We've done some shows we did a show at the Sunset recently. We've played Central Saloon. We've played Oh, our
That's
first show was actually at the Shanghai Room, which is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that sounds
I
fun.
love the Shanghai Room.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can go get some breakfast and then go play a show. It's a
Right?
Hell
win-win.
yeah. I dig that.
Hmm.
Cool.
Where else we played? The High Dive was really nice.
Nice.
They take care of their bands. That's good. Central.
Love venues that take care of bands. Shout out to them. Love you guys.
Right, exactly. And then coming up, other than Daryl's, we are doing. We're in the process of planning the lineup for the 31st anniversary of the Central Saloon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
sweet.
that's a big anniversary show. As far as we know, we're playing it.
Cool.
We're also,
Nice.
we also are playing. We got the RX Festival, which is going to be taking place. We're playing the first night on April. Is it the 14th? Is it April? Anyway, yeah, it's going to be at Animal House and a place called Mi Noto. And that's a 3-day festival. It's featuring bands like we're playing on the same night as Elvis Bat Child. There's
Ooh.
Trash Can Conglomerate. A lot of great bands involved in that.
Cool.
Nice.
I think I saw that event page already posted. This seems familiar to me. Very cool. Oh, you got a question?
It's through the
from
sorry?
the chat. There's a question from the chat, but go ahead and finish that thought
Wow.
before we bring it up.
Oh, it's in coordination with the punk rock swap meet.
Oh,
You heard that?
cool. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to
All
be
right.
awesome.
And the question from the chat.
All
It's my
right,
first question
Richard,
from the chat.
what's your songwriting process? Najar says,
So the guys. Hi.
hi.
Hey,
As you can see, I don't have fake hands. They're real fans. So the process is someone will have an idea, and I'm like the technological sloth. I only have a phone, so I don't have a computer. So they're always sending things back and forth and adding on top of things. So by the time it comes back to me, it's almost like a full fleshed out song between the other 4 of them. And then I just kind of break out the notebook and go, and then show up to practice. And by the time I show up, they've already changed the song about 4 or 5 times. It's like, okay, I need a few more lyrics here, a few more lyrics there. But other than that, since I've been doing so much like improvisation, it's kind of like just go with the flow. And then once we get that all together, we'll record it on the phone, and it'll be kind of like the general outline of the song.
Nice.
Until we hit the studio, in which we are hitting the studio again April 30th. So
that's coming up. Sweet.
Yeah, dude.
So we'll have another Fake Hands EP.
Sweet.
And how did you guys get
Right.
the name Fake Hands?
Yeah.
It was a whole democratic voting system. We had a few strange ones. My idea, I wanted to do a band called Torn Eyelids, and then the other ones, someone said Mirrors, but it was all like weird, like weirdly spelled.
Like
then there was like a 12. Yeah, it's like it says Mirrors, but it's almost like mirrored in a way.
Oh.
And then there was 12 foot arms. and then eventually someone just said Fake Hands, and I gotta be like, I didn't really think much of it. I'm like, Fake Hands, I don't know what's that. I mean, okay, but that was the top voted one. And now we're like, people be like making jokes like, you guys don't have fake hands, or did you get your name from Always Sunny in Philadelphia because you got the lawyer with the big hands? It's like, okay,
yeah,
well,
I love it. He's like, put your hands
whatever. Yeah.
So it looks bigger.
So I wish there was like a funny story about it or anything like that, but that's just kind of what we landed on.
Nice.
And we had them, as as a band usually does, you have to like search the internet, the deep depths of the internet to make
Yeah.
sure there's not another fake hands, or you're going to get slapped with like a cease and desist.
Yeah.
But the only we found a band called Fake Hands, but they've been not active since like it's
Oh,
been years and years and years. So
safe.
like, well, we'll capitalize everything, and that's different, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Hands.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything so far, so nobody's been angry at us.
That's good. Yeah, because you never know when that
But
might.
since we,
You wanna
yeah, we kind of gone full
ahead.
tilt on the fake hands things. We have fake hands on stage. We have the fake hand glasses. I don't know if anyone's
Oh
seen
my
those.
God,
Yes,
I have
yes, I
pictures
saw
of you on the floor. With
Oh,
the
I'm always
fake
on the floor,
hands
actually.
screaming, and it's one of my favorite pictures. And I love that you held that pose so I could take that fucking shot. Thank you so much for that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always tell people,
Anytime,
they're fucking awesome.
if anyone needs like we're doing a performance and I see a camera or someone's going to get a shot, I'm going to try to give you the best shot as possible.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Good stage presence.
Yeah.
Like
We
that
appreciate that.
Thank you.
draws them in, keeps them coming, invites others in, you know.
And it's just become the thing where since you have 5 people in the band,
Mhm.
one member for each finger, I suppose.
Right.
There's only so much space on the stage. So I've just tended to be on the floor now. Even if I stay on the stage or I'm on the stage to begin with, it doesn't feel right now. So it's just been like kind of like a crowd interaction thing. The only time
Yeah.
I was on the stage, the whole time was back to the Locals Fest at Tony V's garage.
Uh-huh.
Just because it's kind of a high stage, and
Yeah.
once I try to get down there, there's so much feedback. But I've been known to jump into trash cans. I've flipped over chairs.
So you're wireless. When you're playing, you are wireless.
Oh no, I got the longest microphone cable they'll give me.
Oh, okay.
And I like to whip it around. And let's see.
Nice.
I know that we'll be showing a video later of our performance at the Central Saloon where I have a battle with a fan.
Yes.
And not a fan like a crowd member. I mean, like a fan that blows.
Like a blowing fan.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we got to
Right,
get that
yeah.
too.
Oh,
And
I
then
gotta see
we
this
played
battle.
we played Skylar's birthday from Always Naked at the Factory
Oh
Lux.
yeah.
And that was fun.
yeah.
And at the Factory Lux they have like a electric fire pit. So I
Yeah.
decided during our closing song is called In Case of Fire. So I decided that I was gonna roll through the fire.
That's great.
How'd
So
that work out for you?
A lot of I didn't catch on fire, but I could feel it. Yeah.
I bet.
So there's a lot of things that happen at our shows, like that it's like a 3-ring circus on one stage. So I'm on the floor running around and throwing myself against the wall and doing all kinds of things. And then out of your corner, like our last show, our bass player Levi wrecked his bass on his bass amp. He broke his bass at the very end of the show. We got Aaron jumping off the stage and swinging his guitar around on the floor. We got members of the band coming on the floor. We got our guitar player Chris tossing his guitar around like the 360 move.
Yeah.
It can be a bit of a wild ride coming to our shows, but it's
You guys were awesome.
we assure you it's controlled chaos. We're not here to hit you in the face, or it's not a Gigi Allen show. Never go full Gigi.
Huh. But hey, fans, you guys want to see them? Want to see Fake Hands? We should show them the video.
Oh yes.
All right,
I'll
let's
cue it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna love these guys.
Oh my gosh. They are so
much
fun. You guys got a really good stage presence.
Thank you.
Oh yes, they do. Lots of
You
fun.
guys have
High
good
energy.
When you're playing, you guys have a good time together and it shows. All right, you ready, friends?
Oh yes.
Oh, is this the right one?
This is at Central Saloon.
This is Second Chances.
Oh, sorry. Which one did you
What are
want?
we coming through? It's gonna be in black and white. It's
Great.
Central.
There we go. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, that's the
There
one
we
with
go.
the fan in there.
All right.
And this is professionally shot.
Oh, I
Shout
love
out to Steven Spencer.
All right.
Fast-forwarding into a massive contest. Finals! This is greatness. In desperation. Stop with the river. This will not be tolerated. Not my love shot. The kid is really with the fan. I guess I'm built on the mountain. The shade is running.
Yes.
So that's just the kind of things that happen at a fake hand show.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Wait, so I thought is it backwards? Like, do you have to go out to get the sound better? Do we all have to go out to get the sound better?
Oh, I just left because I think it's better when it's all one picture.
Oh,
Okay,
see,
it's more,
I stayed in
more
because
on the
I
screen.
thought the sound quality was going to be better.
It doesn't make a difference.
Hilarious.
To get the full experience, you're gonna have to come to the show or
That's fucking
get that
right.
stream that album on your favorite streaming services.
There you go. Hell yeah. And I love that you had this like weird fight with the fan.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It would have been better if the
I
fan was on.
Yeah, it wasn't plugged in, but there's another thing I did at the Sunset is once I find something, I find it. I'm like, what am I going to do with that? I always scan the room, like, what can I do with that? I did find a ladder. I found a ladder at one point, so I decided that I would place it on the ground and then flip on top of it. So I was raised on wrestling, you know, like WWF and all that stuff, and then
yeah,
so
that show.
My cousins and I would always go out in the front yard and say, hey, you know, okay, I'm the Undertaker, and okay, I'm Bret Hart, and okay, I'm like, you know, Stone Cold or something, you know. So there's a lot of that. And then with my friends too, we're big into wrestling. So a lot of that is like when I come out, I always like feel like I'm gonna be the heel, you know. I'm gonna make people scared of me, you know, like I'm gonna like come at them like that and really like make them feel like anything can happen. And I think that's kind of what I've been coping with without having to play an instrument.
Mhm.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's so if you're gonna put on a show, you better put on a show. That's just the way I look at it. And people seem to enjoy it, so
They
Yeah,
do.
people want to be
should have
entertained.
Yeah, and people want to play with
should have
you guys.
gave up.
Good energies.
Should have put down the guitar a long time ago.
Well, it
Well,
could
it's
always
also
be
good to
time
be
for a side project.
multi-talented.
Thank you. Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, someone says in the chat, never saw something that amazing. Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, thank you, Troy. Appreciate it.
So you guys can find them on YouTube. I did.
Yes.
So go check them out.
Yes,
Subscribe to
YouTube's
after you subscribe to us, of course.
Right? And hit
always
that
subscribe.
notification bell.
Yeah. Smash the like button, hit that bell as well, of course.
Right.
And then you can follow us on YouTube, and then we're on Spotify, we're on Bandcamp. You want to do the Bandcamp Friday thing, and
Oh yes.
Apple Music.
Actually,
Yeah.
let me go to fake hands on our
So you
YouTube.
guys have, so much fun at your shows. Do you got any stories from some of your shows?
I was thinking that same
Story
thing.
time. Story time. Tell us some fun times.
Story time. Well, I will say it's interesting the amount of people that have come up to us and said, "What was that?" And not in a way it's like, like why, what is like, what were you thinking? It's more like I've never seen anyone do that, or I don't know what. I'm not familiar with this music. Like we played with this one band that was like more like jazz fusion or something.
Oh.
And this guy
That would be
came
good.
up to me and he's like, what do you even call that? And like, oh, it's noise punk, post hardcore.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that in my life. He's like, I'm a jazz guy, but even people that do not listen to the music seem to come away from the show with like, oh my god, that was amazing, because it's not just the music; it's like a cathartic showing of chaos.
Yes.
Controlled chaos. I just keep going back to that.
Controlled chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's your genre.
But maybe. I mean, I wrote a toy horse.
Like, what have I even witnessed here?
Yeah, some like a lot of times people see the show and like we're almost out of shirts. We gotta stock up some more shirts and merch because people are like, I want that shirt.
Yeah, I gotta get
beanies. Yeah,
that's where it's at. That's where we make the money back
Mhm.
is the merch. So any viewers out there, if you want to help your local independent artists, buy our merch. That's where we make our money. Yeah.
Buy our stuff.
We have a metal style shirt on the horizon that we're excited for.
Ooh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. It's from the same. So when we played the Sunset, and I was talking about like how things get a little wild.
Right.
It kind of goes towards your question. So we were playing a song. I think it was Trash Tan, where I'm on the floor. We have another guitar player on the floor thrashing around, and then our guitarist Chris decided to do the toss around the neck, but as he was jumping off the stage, so the tip of the guitar actually hit me right in the arm, and then his guitar came off the strap and fell on the floor.
Oh.
So we kind of had a little sing along together. But I definitely had a welt on my arm for maybe a week and a half.
Oh,
but after every show, I come across I'm bruised in the arms, I'm bruised on the legs, I'm hobbling around work because we still have to go to jobs and stuff.
Right.
But I feel like an old man for a second, and about 2 days later, I'm fine.
That's showbiz.
And if people ask you,
yeah.
like, God, what happened to you? You could just Well, dude, I found out that I
I-
can't drop it like it's hot, but I can squat like it's warm.
I never heard that one before. That's good. Yeah. All I gotta do is tell my coworkers, yeah, I played a show. And most of them have
Yeah.
seen the show, so like they understand
Yep.
that it's not like I'm standing on the stage with sunglasses on and then like
Right.
a pink bow. Well,
Well,
yeah.
my boss is in the band, so,
I'm not. Yeah. Hey, there you go.
so that even works out better.
Just don't call out sick.
Oh no, he would do it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
On show day. Right.
I think it's
Or the next
we
day.
also,
The next
we
day
got
he would let me
a-
come in later.
It just it reminded me of when I mentioned the name Pink Boa. They're a really good band in town. We're doing a show at the Tractor. Oh no, we're playing at the Move to the Sunset, and it's going to be in like about 2 months. So check out this lineup. Pink Boa is opening, then Fake Hands is playing, then Beverly Crusher is playing, and then King Youngblood's closing out the night.
Oh,
Wow.
That is
Nice.
So
Nice.
for those that are not familiar with all the Seattle
King Young-
bands, these sort of
yeah.
bands, yeah, King Youngblood has had a lot of like hype in the area.
Yeah, they are pretty. They got some shit going on right now, King Youngblood.
It-
So that
It
would
is
be
getting to a point where people seem to like us so much that we can really develop these dream nights for us. You know, these like. I know, like more name dropping. We're
yes,
going to
please
be
do.
eventually playing with like Wyatt Only and the Wreckage.
Oh,
They will play with
yes,
us
my
a lot.
only.
yes.
He's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this all seemed to happen at that Back to Locals Fest, which I have the placard here, was November 11th and November 12th. And
Oh.
people people from 10 Miles Wide and
Yeah.
Wyatt, they were like, "Oh my God, dude! Like, that was amazing. We need to play with you." So it's been almost as much as like getting the EP out and people enjoying it, and we're going kind of like international with it. That people that see the live show, we just got a lot of hype going on. There's like, "Oh my God, have you seen this band?" So I guess we just got to keep it up.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I'm not
just
gonna
keep
lie.
it up.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're making
Appreciate
waves
it.
in the scene, and peers, you're making waves, further than our scene too. That's exciting.
Yeah, you guys have been on Loud and Local.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Shout out to Kevin.
KISW, for those of you who don't know.
Mm.
89.9.
Right. We got
I love the radio station.
listed as one of the bands to watch, newer bands to watch in The Stranger. Just got a write up. Did an interview with a publication called V13 out of Vancouver, BC. Did a whole interview with them. Yeah, and then we've been popping up on like internet radio stations around the world, and they tagged us in here, and I'm like, wait, what? Who submitted this?
Yeah.
I don't remember
We're
submitting
actually
this.
submitted somewhere in Ohio with you guys. So Moopsie, the Maxwells, and
Oh,
Fake
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So our
Nice.
bands are featured together on a radio station. Hold on, let me look up which one it is, because that was recent. And I was like, yes, that's
Wait,
like our
what?
whole show. I'll show you.
Word's
Hold
getting
on.
out there.
Word is
Wait,
getting out.
Moopsie's featured?
Yes.
Knockout Stream?
Well, let me see. Power Jam Radio. Larry Neely. Maybe this is not Ohio. Maybe this is Ohio. I mean, Oregon.
I know we recently got us personally got like a shout out on like a
What radio?
university station in like Pennsylvania. Okay.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Australia, Belgium, some French website. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of now, to be honest.
Right.
Power Jam Radio. We're all on it. Yeah, Fake Hands. You're on there, number 13. Power
What's,
jazz.
All right.
what's
Yeah.
Moopsy?
Moopsy is number 8, and Maxwell's are number 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yay. We're all on there, guys.
Good.
Oh, Gary Dover
Speaking of
said,
Ohio,
your comedy background fits into your frontman presentation, and the presentation is everything. I can't imagine jumping into a trash can, but I bet it works good. The audience is waiting to see what you do next. Cheers, brother.
all right, cheers, my man. Yeah, I started out on improv. So I was one of those guys in those improv groups that go to a sports bar, and then you have to wait for the sports game to end, or else they're not going to start. So yes, and crowd participation.
Right.
Here's an interesting story that hasn't not really to do anything with fake hands, but the most interesting. I would say the most interesting delay I've ever had to wait for to play a show is we had to wait for a meat draw to finish. You know what that is?
No.
I don't know if that's maybe a Canadian thing or something. It's like a raffle, but the prize is meat.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, who's lucky number 40? You get a slab of a T-bone steak, stuff like that.
Oh my
So essentially,
God. I want to do that.
essentially, yeah,
I want this raffle.
that's the kind of talent we get to open up for us.
Yes. Dig it.
Yeah, our bass player at the time, he won what do you get, like a package full of pepperoni sticks because he didn't have a fridge at the time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, meat draw. Bring it to Seattle.
Meat draw.
They have like a meat shoot where you play pool for meat.
Mm-hmm.
Meat pool.
Well, we call it meat shoot, but
Okay,
yes.
well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Um,
I want fries with that.
But,
Right.
Fries. Yes.
well, you got to wait for the potato draw. That's the problem.
Just bring me the
now
whole
that's my
goddamn cow, right?
Potato. you
Those are
put
on
the
Tuesdays.
Yes. All right. So are you guys recording a whole new other EP when you guys are going into the studio in April, or a whole album? What are you doing while you're in studio?
So strategically talking, as much as I love LPs and I still love that front to back aspect of listening to an album, a full album. EPs just seem to be the thing right now.
They are.
A lot of listening is just like something digestible. Not a lot of people have a lot of time to listen to a full album anymore, it seems. In any case, it's more like single, and then you release it all as an album. I don't know. It's like it's a content. It's like attention. Just keep people's attention just on your band. I know, like we had to wait on this EP for quite a while because we went through a promotion team, and so when we put out Coming Through, it's like, okay, now that's a single. Then we're gonna have all these write-ups and all this like hype before we put the album out. So expect the new EP in like 2025. But it's like I don't even know what we're recording. I know we're working on a lot of new ideas because a lot of the leftover ones we were gonna do or that we had played around the first EP, we're like, oh, we're past that now. That's too basic. That's too, not. We're trying to expand our horizons, get new sounds in, and maybe be a little bit more polished or a little bit more to the point. But we still want that aspect of like a song like In Case of Fire, where it's just like brutality all around, unhinged madness, which seems to be a really big crowd favorite for us.
Right.
Which is why it's always the closer.
Oh yeah, you gotta have your
Mhm.
closer.
You gotta
Absolutely.
leave their
Mhm.
faces melted and their
Yep.
socks rocked.
I did
Mhm.
not end with my, I'll call it the hit song. We have this song called Celtic Demon. Everybody sings along. And we put it in like the middle of our set. And it kind of threw everything off. We have to end with it because everybody gets so excited. They sing along with it. You know, they're waiting for it at the end. So, yeah, you got to pull out the big guns at the end.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. I mean,
we have a marching move scene.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like when you're dealing with an audience that either they know you or they don't know you, kind of like you have to butter them up a little bit, you know, gotta
You do.
get them
Yeah.
going.
In.
And then once everyone's on board, you know, then you can hit them with something that everyone can get down to. I remember it didn't happen initially, but once we started getting those, oh, people are moshing to us now. I mean,
Yes.
some
Yeah.
shows, some people are more like, you know, if you're on a bill with bands that are more like rock oriented, and people were like, well, I'm more here for that. But our first mosh pit that we played at a place called Bar House.
Okay.
It's kind of a small room, and it's like, oh my god, like people are actually like thrashing around.
Yes, I
And when
love
you
that.
see that for the first time, yeah, exactly. It's like people are having a good time. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. But
Right.
yeah, it's just it's what you want. We get two reactions basically. We get the people that are like want to stand as far away from us as possible because they don't know what's
Oh
going
yeah.
on, or you
Oh,
get
Ugh.
people that really want to get into it. Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah,
And then there's the ones in your face. They
Yeah.
want to be
There's
right
the
right.
hands on, hands off kind of peoples.
They're feeding you
This
and you're feeding into them, you know, like, oh my gosh, it's great energy.
Well, as I said before, you know, we get a lot of people trying to get pictures, and I tried to do my best to like, you know, get in their face and do the crazy eye thing.
Yeah.
There's also sometimes like people try to like pose with me while I'm singing and someone's taking their picture. That's okay. I'm fine. It's like I'm not gonna be like, hey, don't touch me. I don't really care,
Right.
but as long as it's appropriate, obviously.
Right? Oh my
Not
gosh,
in
it
my
can get a
Right.
little
neighborhood.
sometimes when there's no stage, when you're on the floor, it can get a little insane down there.
Especially with
Right.
this
Right.
guy, Dylan, because he will lay on the floor.
You'll
Yep.
literally get
No
on the
joke. I have
Yeah, I
proof.
remember it was the first time we played the Central Saloon as a band, and I did the whole jump out the stage to the trash can, and then you know, you lay there for a second, you sell it, and I don't know if it was the door guy or one of my friends. I just felt like somebody pouring like liquid on my face,
Oh my
like
god.
to wake me up. I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Like, I'm awake. Hello, you're drowning me.
Right. I didn't know this was Guantanamo Bay. But
Right.
you never know. I mean, some people might get like enticed to be like, oh well, what if I do this? Well, luckily, like nobody's like been throwing anything or, you know, like eggs, or I don't know what people would do.
Yeah. No. Hopefully, nobody is a bunch of jerks to you guys like
Too
that.
expensive
Even
to
though
throw
they're trying to be funny or whatever, like, just don't be hurtful.
Yeah.
Don't be hurting.
Well, you never know if there's gonna be a drunk guy on stage, or
There's
someone's
always
gonna
going to
want
be
to
a
get on
drunk guy on
stage.
stage.
There's they always jump on the stage with
Always.
you.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
You ready for that?
you
I
all
wasn't the first time. I was like, I kept playing and kept going, but I was like, what's this motherfucker gonna do, man? Like, then I met
right.
him afterward, totally cool guy, but I was not ready for that because I was totally new to the scene. I mean, I'm from North Dakota. Stuff like that didn't happen there. So when I came into the Seattle Tacoma scene, I was like, whoa, people are on the stage.
Right, right.
Okay, this is
We all
happening
joke
now.
around here. You're interactive audience.
Yeah, it's very interactive, but kind.
Yeah,
You know, like
I
for the most
you
part, everybody's really cool in the scene. Like, even if they're jumping on your stage, they mean well. They just want to be part of it.
Right, exactly. I mean, I did see this, ball bag.
Yes.
There was a video of them playing the Valley in Tacoma, and there was this cowboy that decided to I don't know what he was doing. He was getting on stage, and then he kind of fell over. Then he got
Oh.
back up, and he was saying something to the singer, and he was just kind of staring at him. And they're like, "What the hell is going on with this guy?"
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I gotta check that out.
Mhm.
Oh man, the
Mhm.
Valley is really fun to play. I like the Valley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, ball
Have
bag
not
is a
played there
great
yet.
band,
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. So
Mhm.
shout out to the rest of your band. Maybe next time we can have them all join with us and get to know their journey as well.
Right.
And keep us, informed about, all of your shows so we can help promote you guys, let our fans know where they can find you, follow
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Actually, where can they
on
find you and follow you?
Yeah.
So outside of YouTube, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Fake Hands Band, all one word, and you'll
Okay.
get our show listing and all that because it's really, really it's getting crazy out there. So like our shows are piling up. We just got asked by a touring band from the Bronx to open for them.
Cool.
I think that's in July, and they've worked with one of the guys from Def Club, and that's going to be
nice.
just like as soon as we heard that name, we're like, yep.
Excellent. Yeah, good connection there.
Yeah. So, but just to reiterate, back to Daryl's Tavern, May 18th. So that's going to be with Explode Drawing. You got Fake Hands, you got Communal 40, and Milk Crate. And that's only $10, everybody. $10.
That's going to be awesome. Go out and support our local bands that night, you guys.
Always go out and support your local
Yeah.
bands every night.
Absolutely.
I will be on your table.
Oh, yes.
Who knows what I'm going to
He
do?
will do it. He will do it.
That's great.
Even if you're outside on the patio, you're not going to be safe.
And he's going to steal your fries.
He's
too.
going for you. He's got the longest cord there is in the biz, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can go all the way to Ohio.
Yeah, and that's also the reason I don't want to go wireless because I also like to wrap it around my neck and do things like that, or the whip it around and catch it.
Oh,
It's a
you do
whole
tricks
thing.
with the mic too. That's cool.
Mm.
Very cool.
Who knows?
Awesome. Well, I'm sure we'll see each other in this scene. We're starting to get back into it.
Oh.
Moopsie's already gotten to play a show with you guys, so I'm sure you guys might share the stage again with him. All are around, so cool.
And
Keep
hell,
rocking.
if you're not doing anything on the 25th,
Come see us.
check us out.
All
I
right.
might be with girls on your show.
We love Daryl's, so always
Hell
like to go to Daryl's.
Hell yeah. I would like to go and support our brothers and sisters in the music industry.
Absolutely.
Right.
Anytime we can, we do too. And that's usually when it unthaws because I come over from the peninsula. So
yeah.
Summertime's around the corner, everybody. Winter's trying to hang on to us, but we're gonna fight back.
I'm done with winter.
Oh, we all are.
Man.
We all are, yeah.
I was done with winter in November.
Right?
Yeah, I'm tired of wearing 40 shirts.
Oh my God, right. Oh.
Yeah.
There
Now it's the time of
I
year.
was boasting at work today. I'm like, I'm only wearing 2 pairs of pants today.
Right? I was going to say that. We're starting to have, instead of, 40 pairs, we have like 30.
Yeah. It's like, remember that like meme challenge where they just keep putting on shirt.
Yes. Although
That's what it feels like.
That
The
is
fur-lined leggings and stuff, so it's like wearing 3 pairs of pants. Those are my favorite.
Cool.
Well, you guys, we are out of time, and we just so appreciate that you've been on our show tonight. Dylan, you rock.
Thank you so much, Dylan. You are amazing.
Had a
You
blast.
rock. There we go. You too. Take
All
care.
right,
Thanks for having
everybody.
me.
Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll take us out. Let's go. Have a good night, everyone. Be safe. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.